What's up, everybody? This is the one, aka Jodecideion on YouTube, and I'm bringing you another episode out from the side of my neck. Episode 15 to be exact. 3 shots to your dome, part 2. In part 1 of this episode, I made a bold prediction that the Wii will win this year's holiday console war. It will sell the most systems in the months of November and December. In part 1, I also showed that Nintendo was down this financial quarter. This caused them to cut the price of their Nintendo Wii from $249 to $199, hoping it would help stimulate new growth for its console. I even showed that even with the threat of the other consoles, the more powerful HD consoles, being within $50 of the Wii was still able to hold its own at its original price, only being outsold by the up-and-coming PS3 by 29,000 systems. So there is still a love, a desire, a need, and a want to get a Nintendo Wii. Regardless of the price of the system, its current capabilities, and how it compares to its more superior rivals. And the only way I could back up my bold prediction was to use an advertisement I recently received in the mail from Toys R Us, showcasing the yearly day after Thanksgiving sale. I don't know about you guys, but never in my life have I ever seen one store dedicate so much advertisement to one console before, ever. When a console has a new game coming out, or a price cut, any kind of new merchandise, yes, it sometimes gets the front page on a Best Buy, on a Target, on a Circuit City, even Toys R Us. Later in the ad, that same console will get maybe a little bit more love, but so will the rivals of that console. Retailers have never really ever shown favoritism to just one product. It's about selling everything you have to make that money. Seriously, look at this ad. By now you should have it. Toys R Us sends it out a month in advance before Black Friday. Instead of being called Toys R Us Big Book, it should be called Toys R Us Presents Nintendo. Out of this 80-plus page toy ad booklet, there are 63 Wii games represented and over 35 DS games. In the video game section of the ad alone, Nintendo and its products have 4 pages, compared to a 1-page spread for the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3 that they share, only getting to showcase 8 games each. So either Nintendo bought Toys R Us, or Toys R Us really believes that Nintendo and its products are going to be the best sellers this year. Or maybe they're going to do their best to make sure they're the best sellers this year. Reggie has already stated that Nintendo and their products also does really well at Walmart. So think about this. On Black Friday, Walmart and Toys R Us are going to be pushing Nintendo products. And Nintendo will still have a presence at some of the other major retailers like Best Buy, like Circuit City, like Target. And if you still don't see the big picture, imagine getting an ad from like a Champs sports store showing all their shoes. And throughout the whole book, all you see is Nike. But you don't wear Nike. You wear Adidas. You like K-Swiss. Well, you finally find that section for them. And it's only 8 pairs of shoes compared to the over 100 different pairs of Nikes. Yeah, in your mind you're thinking, I guess Champs don't carry that brand anymore. There you have it. Nintendo wins the holiday season due to the backing of Toys R Us and Walmart, 2 of the major players on Black Friday. Sony puts up a good fight and does pretty well for itself, but in the end, Nintendo will dominate. Now it's time for me to get to the real purpose of part 2 of episode 15. My fanboy rant part, where basically I get to act ignorant and stupid for a little bit, say a lot of cuss words, and just being a regular YouTube dumbass. This is gonna be fun. Morgan Webb. Bitch! What the fuck you think you talking about? Okay, first let me say to all my female subscribers and female viewers, I'm not trying to disrespect women here, okay? I love women. It's just that sometimes when a hoe step out of pocket, me being a game pimp, you gotta smack her ass back into place. And this wench here has been speaking out of turn. Someone told her she was popular, she was cool or something, and she had to go say some ridiculous shit. And so, like I said, it's my job, it's my duty to put my foot in her ass and get her back on track. If you don't know why she's about to catch this verbal ass whooping, the other day, Morgan Webb had a little guest appearance on Attack of the Show, a variety show that shows on G4 channel, after X-Play sometimes. During a new small segment they have on Attack of the Show, they show and review up-and-coming games. The game of choice that day was the new Ratchet & Clank A Crack in Time for the PS3. After she gave the game a 5 out of 5, she basically gave the game even more love by comparing it to other games. First, she couldn't find a game that would actually fit in the same category that this game is. So then, she decided to reach a little bit and compare it to one of the best platformers of all time, Super Mario Galaxy. Another game that X-Play gave a 5 out of 5 to, and which also won Game of the Year. Trying to compare Super Mario Galaxy and Ratchet & Clank was even hard for her to do. The only thing she could fall back on that both games were for everybody. Anybody could play them. Anybody could enjoy them. Well, that's when that broad came out and said, well, even though Mario Galaxy is for everyone, just like Ratchet & Clank, Mario Galaxy is insulting to adult gamers. When Ratchet & Clank, it's really for everybody. It's a true game for all type of players, all ages. Really, bitch? Mario Galaxy is insulting to adult gamers? Everybody has a right to their opinion. And maybe if she went into detail why she felt like that, I could understand her point of view. People complained that Galaxy was too easy in some parts. So maybe if you're an adult gamer who's been gaming for a long time, you found it too easy. Not even worth your time playing because it's so simple. Or maybe the bright colors of Galaxy, some of the stages, the fruit stages, the cake stages, it had a kiddie vibe to it. But what the fuck did that make Ratchet & Clank? A game where you play the fucking rat, cat, dog thing, and a little tin-ass robot that talks the whole damn time. And you're going around shooting things with a fish gun that burps and farts. I mean, what fucking adult would want to play a game like that? That wouldn't be assaulted. So Morgan Webb, you fell into the cool trap. You want to be hip. You want to look cool. You want to be edgy. Bitch, you're an affirmative action hire, okay? The only reason you're on X-Play is because they needed a female presence on the show. Someone to try to bring a girl audience to the show. At the same time, pull on the strings of the lonely video game dorks who watches it. And going with that, you fit the mold perfectly because you fall into that line of average, maybe below average. But you get a little bit of love because you're on a video game show. And all lonely video game dorks want a girl who likes video games. So even if you're butt ugly because you like video games, all of a sudden you become cute. So no matter how many times you appear on Tyra, or you might get a little one-shot spread on a guy magazine, it's really not about how you look. It's because that's your niche. You're the video game girl. So don't go pissing off your target audience, okay? Because that's all you got. You lose them and you don't have shit. Your potential is small. Unfortunately for females, it's about how you look. And girl, you just don't look good enough to be talking shit like that. There's a reason why Olivia and Layla Kaylee are on an hour Attack of the Show and you and Blair are on a 30-minute X-Play. So no matter how many times you change your hair and get a new stylist, you just won't never ever look good enough. The opportunities you have to expand your career are shit, next to nothing. While Olivia and Layla have chances to get other host jobs on other shows, you're fucking stuck by Adam's side, always to be the sidekick to that fucking video game stereotype. That felt good. Peace.